walleye. All right. Woohoo!
Get out of that log jam. Get out of that log jam. Are you pulling the small ones out of the way for me, Al?
Sure.
Thanks.
Someone's got to do it.
Coming up, Ontario's sunset country offers many species of fish and an abundance of water to explore. On today's show, we test this out in both the winter and spring. Bob is joined by Lindy Little Joe president Ted Takasaki as they are on Lake of the Woods for some late season ice fishing. Later on in the show, Bob drags his brother Wayne out of the office as they try their luck at some early season steelhead. And finally, Bob fishes with lodge pioneer Al Reid as they jig up some walleye.
Here comes. Whoa. All right. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Look at that big whiter. Yeah. That thing is a monster.
Oh,
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Izumi.
Oh, yeah. All righty.
A real fishing show.
Oh, that's huge. Nice one. Hell, look at the size of this fish. Oh, man. All right. All right.
Bob Izumi.
Oh, man. Woo-hoo. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, an absolute monster smallmouth. Look at that. Whoa.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
Now that's what I call real fishing. Recently, I had an opportunity to join up with walleye pro Ted Takasaki for some late season ice fishing up in Ontario's Sunset Country. Also joining us was my Real Fishing Radio co-host, Gord Pizer, who doubled up as our guide. The weather was extremely cold, but the fishing was great. Let's have a look. Well, having a little bit of winter fun today up here in northwestern Ontario, and Ted Takasaki from Lindy Little Joe is here. And Ted, are you catching any fish yet?
Not yet, but I'm marking a few on the screen here, and we'll try to get them rousted up.
Okay, we're looking for crappies.
I hear you.
At least this morning, anyway. Gord Pizer brought us to one of his many honey holes.
It's beautiful out here.
I'm talking many. I know that he fishes so many spots here, and it's cold but nice, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, the sun is out, and some pretty light winds.
Well, let's see what happens. The holes are punched. We just got to find them.
That's right.
Find them and catch them. All right, well, I'm going to set up. Gord's there, my neighbor Mark Alford. A lot of work went into getting set up today, but now that we're here, we're fishing.
There you go.
Well, I'll try over here to start.
Woohoo! Yeah, he's even taking a little bit of drag there, Gord.
It'll be up to 14, 15 inches. What's a
A white? Is that a whitefish or tulipy?
Oh, you know what? It is a small whitefish.
Whitefish.
Man, that's the first ever here.
Really?
I've never, ever in my life caught a whitefish here.
Well, that's my first whitefish ice fishing. All right.
Okay, Gord Pizer has to show us how to do it. All right, Ted.
He's all right. Hey, I tell you what, any fish feels pretty good right about now.
All right, Ted.
Boy, he just pounded that spoon. Oh yeah, walleye.
All righty.
All right. Woohoo!
So it was
Yeah.
worth the drive, Ted.
It was definitely worth it. He just crushed it. Look at it. He's got that jigging spoon all the way down his mouth.
Oh, let's have a look at what you're using here. What is that?
This is a brand new spoon from Lindy. It's called a Rattling Flyer Spoon. It's got rattles in it, little wings, and it darts out away from the hole, and it's just got a very, very nice action to it.
I love the colors too. It's like a fire tiger, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is the perch color, and just a awesome, got a holographic finish to it.
And it's a rattle all the way on the back too.
The rattle's right in the back here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Brand new. So by the time this show's aired, it'll be on the market.
You bet. It's
All
out right now.
And I don't have any. I don't have.
I brought you a few.
Oh, okay. Good. Good.
When we return, Bob hooks up his first fish. Stay tuned to see if he can bring it in.
All right.
Closed captioning is brought to you by FNCC and MotorExam.com. Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. No matter how you plan to fish or what you decide to use, the speed of your presentation is the most important consideration. Some lures require a minimum speed to bring out action and are best reserved for active fish. Soft plastics and organic baits can be presented at different rates, making them more versatile when cold fronts and other factors slow fish down. During a real tough bite, they can be used in a stationary position. In this case, it's a drop shot rig. If you're uncertain what fish want, start out fast, then progressively slow it down. Keep in mind that some species are more fussy about presentations than others. Walleye top the list when it comes to precise speed. At peak activity levels, they'll chase down fast-moving targets. For the most part, however, they prefer slow-moving food items. When casting, this can be difficult to achieve and maintain. It takes an educated hand and knowledge of your equipment. A better plan is back trolling or drifting with the wind. This allows your bait to slide along just above bottom at a near constant rate, something that walleye are very particular about. Under a cold front or midday sun, they may demand a vertical presentation with minimal action. Call them lazy if you will, but walleye really like an easy meal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I lost them. There we go. Aha. Alrighty. What have we got here, guys? Could be a bass, could be a walleye. Any guesses? All right. Good walleye. All right. Look at that. Max gap jig right. Right. All righty.
Yeah, that's the way to get started.
That is the way to get started. Well, we have been on a journey today. We have traveled on ice roads on Lake of the Woods to smaller bodies of water in search of crappies. We caught crappies, we caught whitefish. A little slow this morning though, but all right, we're here. We just got set up on the bewitching hour, that last half hour of fishing before dark. Look at that. That's a Lindy Max Gap jig, and you see that's why the hook is bent out. Ted, what is that degree it's bent out?
That's about a 10-degree angle upwards, and just an open hook gap in order to get you something with that better hooking with the minnow.
All right, now Gord, is this one for the dinner table or put it back?
Say that is 17, 16?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect size to eat?
Anything bigger, we'll put back.
Okay, so anything bigger, Gord says we'd put back. This is a good one to eat for the table. Hey, it doesn't hurt. Keep a few of those smaller fish to eat, and this is on the larger side of the smaller one, so that's perfect. All right, we'll get another minnow. Perch jerkin. It's so funny because Gord says that in this area here, you can catch, in fact, right where we are, you can catch lake trout, smallmouth bass, walleye, perch, and then the other night I got that 15-pound pike here, and he said they caught an 18-pound pike here, I don't know, a week or so ago. So it's amazing. What a multi-species area we're fishing, which tells you just how alive the fishery is, and the whole key is finding the right structure where those fish are going to come up and use. Obviously, those perch there that Ted's catching would be great food for some of the big pike around here. Oh, there's a fish. There. Oh, I just missed him. Too busy giving a seminar, Gord says over there. Oh, missed it. at that hook set. If Bill danced ice fish, you'd live in just like Bill danced. What a hook set. Another walleye, all right. You know, one thing I can't stress enough is hook setting. You know, we're fishing, 30 plus feet of water here, and when you do get a hit, even if you are, say, using a no-stretch line like a fire line, you still have to get that hook into them. They're not going to hook themselves. So, Gord there he did a hook set where he actually lifted his rod probably 3 feet up in the air to get that hook set. Because you don't have a lot of leverage with a short, say 3-foot rod or so, or 28-inch rod. You have to set the hook. It's not like using a 7-footer in a boat. You want to get that hook set. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've missed the last couple of fish because I didn't get a good enough hook set.
As the seasons change, so does the fishing. Bob and Wayne go after some post-spawned steelhead.
Whoa!
This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman.
You can see the locks are closing there. The doors are closing, and this is lock number 1 here in Welland on the St. Lawrence Seaway. And I'm here with Ben Nolet. Ben, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Yeah, now, Ben, tell me about safety on these canals.
If you can't see the wheelhouse of a commercial vessel, chances are its captain can't see you either, so be aware of that. And never stop in a canal or a channel, because if your craft cannot start over again, you would be in a dangerous situation. As well, don't anchor in commercial anchorages. The commercial vessels need these to navigate and even maneuver. As well, do not tie up to navigation buoys, and as much as possible, stay on the edges of the canal because the commercial vessels are unable to move quickly to avoid accidents.
Okay, so basically these canals see a lot of freighters. I mean, we're on the Welland Canal, which joins Lake Ontario to Lake Erie. Lots of freighters. Stay out of the way of these. It's nice to see them, but stay at a very good distance.
Pay them respect. They've got priority. They got the right of way, and they can't stop too well.
And I can't stress enough, make sure that you have your Pleasure Craft operator card. After all, it is the law, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Thanks a bunch.
It's a pleasure.
In southern Ontario, trout season opens in late April. Every now and then I pry Wayne out of the office to go fishing with me. It was late afternoon and we decided to check out a spot in southern Ontario not far from our office in Burlington. Let's have a look.
It's my Berkeley baits. I really don't look this big. I really don't look like Bob.
Do you want a steelhead rod, Wayne, or not?
No, I prefer. I have a new Camaro there. Like,
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's a steelheader's delight.
whoa! I haven't even tied my hook on.
Alrighty. What a jumper. Alrighty.
What are you using for bait?
Single egg.
Single egg.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Man, did that ever make a lot of noise? That jump. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Where is he going? Downstream to Lake Ontario? Oh, here he comes. He's coming up.
He's coming up. All right.
If you let me tie my hook on, I'll help you, but...
That was a nice jump. Come right out of the water. Spooled up Wayne with that new Trilene Sensation 8-pound test line.
Oh, yeah?
And I've got a Trilene fluorocarbon leader. What a beautiful area in a secluded feeder river to Lake Ontario. Wayne, can you help? There we go.
Yeah.
You gonna land this fish? Just tail it, okay?
Yeah. Oh, he wants to go around that log. I think I'll go upstream of the log.
He doesn't like your face. All right. Beauty.
Look at that. Right in the...
Good stuff. Just, whoa, you go.
How long would this fish be up here, you figure?
Oh, you know, they've only been up for about 2-3 weeks. That's the thing. There we go.
Nice.
All righty.
Let's see.
That one back in.
Oh.
I think that one's got a lot of power left. Just waiting for a good rain. And we didn't get enough rain earlier today. All righty.
Well, we got a quarter of an inch, according to my farmer friends. That's it.
Quarter of an inch.
Quarter of an inch.
Okay.
Probably a little, well, not enough to color. It's very clear, but the water has been really low. We've only had about half the rainfall for April. It's the end of April. And it's probably making them spooky. You're probably concentrating them in the pools.
Well, I was up in the headwaters of this area that we're fishing today on Saturday opening day, and I had a little fun by myself. Oh, man. Oh, whoa. Whoa, get out of that log jam. Get out of that log jam. Oh, baby. Wrapped up. Okay. That thing just ate that gulp white egg. I just switched up to a white egg. Now, you know, traditional steelhead fishing, bigger rivers, of course, the long, you know, 10.5 foot rods, but I went to the shorter 7-foot Kumara because we're talking about some pretty tight conditions. Now, this is a big old female here. Oh, come on, baby. All right. Yeah. Look at that. What I'm doing is using number 10, just a very small hook, vanish fluorocarbon leader. This disappears under the water, of course. In the case of these trout right here, you know, you can see the fish, they're real spooky. They'd even see the split shot coming down and move out of the way, but just change those colors up, and once you hit the jackpot, bango, you got yourself some fish.
Stay tuned as we come back to Lake of the Woods for some more real fishing.
Oh man, he just celebrated. The ice has thawed and we're back on Lake of the Woods at Wiley Point Lodge. While we were there, we met up with my old friend Reid and went out jigging for walleye. There we go.
Well, the kid's in gear now.
Broke the ice. Ah, that's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. Oh, yeah. Do we need him or not? Yeah, a little Lindy max cap jig. It's got this red hook that's bent out a bit, and a nice little gulp minnow here on the back, black. No need for live bait when you're using something like this. They just love all that scent and attractant built into this, plus biodegradable, and it puts food on the table. Fighting it like it's a big one. I think he was showboating a little bit. Oh man, he just celebrated.
My dad commercial fished this place in 1912.
1912?
Yeah.
1912, let's see now. That's a few years back.
Yeah.
Now, Reid here is just up as a guest, hanging out, I guess, up here at Wiley Point, and you're going down to Totem.
Yeah.
Now, your son Phil is managing Wiley this summer, is he?
Yeah, he is.
And you've been around this lodge business for a long time, haven't you?
64 years.
64 years. Al pioneered many of the lodges all through the north. Now, tell me some of the places. I know Knee Lake Resort, of course, in Manitoba.
Yeah, Knee Lake and Stork Lake, Long-Legged Lake, Hennick Lake, DuBont Lake. I had 10 altogether. Oh,
10.
right around, yeah.
And so what was the first year you got in the lodge business? What year was
1947.
that? 47.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back then, the planes were a little bit different than they are today.
Oh, yeah.
And these were all fly-in places or some drive-to?
No, I only had one drive-to. That was War Eagle, and that was back in 45 we started in there.
So you're pushing 80 years old and you can't get away from it. Here he is just having fun up here, visiting, checking out the facility, right?
Yeah, the guys in the resorts, they do a little picking on my brain once in a while to find out how you could exist all those years in the business.
Yeah, you've been around for so long. Well, what do you say we move to another hump and we'll keep on talking? Sound good?
Sounds great.
I was gonna say, man, you can see them down there.
Bugger. Professional assistance here.
Are you pulling the small ones out of the way for me, Al?
Sure.
Thanks.
Someone's got to do it.
You're a gentleman and scholar. Ontario offers many species of fish and an abundance of water. Whether it's taking advantage of the winter or open water season, you'll definitely not run out of fishing opportunities to explore. Hey, we'll see you next week right here for some more real fishing. Whoa! Whoa! Woohoo! Yeah! All right! This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Well, that is just amazing. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah! Wow. That was too cool. Oh man, what a fish. Look at that. Yes!